The 15th Five-Year Economic Development Plan of China from the Money Monster channel is here. This plan is a long-term one, just approved in March 2026, and it will be in effect from 2026 through 2030. I've already read through it, and I have to say, this 140-page document is, well, if you just read it as is, it's really boring. But if you read it and can map it out, like, whoa, this is the treasure map for how money and wealth can flow from the West and pile up right in front of China, man, it starts to get a lot more interesting. It can make things like solar cells, glass, steel, rare earths. Whoa, China can just bundle it all up. The price of solar cells dropped by 90% precisely because China included it in their 5-year economic plan. South Korea, which used to be the world leader in shipbuilding, suddenly found itself falling in the rankings after China included it in their economic development plan. And global companies, massive world-class car companies from anywhere, once China wrote it down that from now on, China is going all in on EVs, those companies lined up and were completely defeated by China. How did they do it? And it's not just this. China's local debt, where, hey, each province has borrowed money totaling at least 23 trillion US dollars, that huge amount is also part of China's development plan. Were it like Donald Trump, for instance, announcing trade tariffs against China. He said he would block China, this and that, but in the end, Xi Jinping still met him to shake hands. All of this is already written in China's 5-year economic development plan, which is worth reading. And let me tell you, even though I'm sharing this in the video, there's no way I can cover it all. It's 140 pages. We'd be here for 2 days. No way. So I've got the file, and if anyone really wants it, you can easily find it on the internet. The Chinese file is free for everyone to download, but the Thai file is exclusively for members of the Thai Money Monster channel. Go ahead and download it. For the Thai file, I've even mapped the pages to match the Chinese version for you. And if anyone out there wants to support the Sai Money Monster channel, you can simply scan this QR code right here to do so. Alternatively, you can also support us very easily by just taking a moment to liking, sharing, and commenting to chat with us. And for those who haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Or if anyone wants to support us long term, you can become a member. And we have these emojis for you to use. And so today I found a gift for my channel members, which is the 15th 5-year economic development plan for 2026 to 2030, translated into Thai. It might not be perfectly translated because I used AI, but I've done the mapping to ensure accuracy, so you can double check it yourselves. You can download it right away. Thank you. China's economic approach, whether it's economic monopolization or this overcapacity, wanting to hoard everything, like, wow, keeping it all in China alone is going to crush this industry. Over the past many years, we've seen how, like, wow, China plays big. Nothing is a coincidence at all to themselves. And the important thing is that nothing is a secret. China has written everything down as guidelines in their 5-year economic development plans and published them publicly on the internet for anyone to search. You can find it on Google, but back in the day, before AI, you might search for it and be like, so what? I can't read this. There were English versions too, but the English was a bit advanced, and it would look something like this, right? Just scrolling through, swiping along, which I didn't read in a language either. This latest version that was approved in March 2026 looks exactly like this, all 141 pages. The content covers from this year, 2026, all the way to 2030. In this clip, I'd like to start by talking about the influence of China's 5-year economic development plan and how it can drag down the world's traditional industrial superpowers, causing them to flop and flop one by one. How did they do it? Let's go back to 2015. At that time, China's 5-year economic development plan stated that China would dominate the electric vehicle industry, or EVs, within 10 years. That very sentence was the misfortune that befell Volkswagen, because traditionally, China had been Volkswagen's largest source of revenue. And in 2019, China was Volkswagen's highest source of revenue, with sales of 4.23 million vehicles. But then in 2022, things started to change. 2020, they had written it into their 5-year plan. Now, 5 years later, the Chinese market has shifted from internal combustion engine vehicles to EVs, which has caused Volkswagen to lose market share in China, dropping from 19.3% to just 16%. This caused Volkswagen's sales in China to plummet from 2021 to 2022 because they couldn't keep up with China's technology. Until 2023, when finally BYD, a local Chinese car company, a company that just made batteries for, became a powerhouse, snatch, inking the #1 spot in China. And that day marked the end of a 40-year legend of TH. The #1 spot for Volkswagen disappeared completely. This meant that by 2025, China had succeeded both in protecting its own market and shrinking foreign market share. Volkswagen didn't just lose the #1 spot, but in 2025, Volkswagen became the third place behind BYD and Geely. In summary, it was because of the strategy recorded in China's economic development plan since 2015 that Volkswagen lost its throne. And in the end, do you know what Volkswagen had to do? They had to partner with XPeng and Horizon, Chinese EV companies, because they had to rely on their technology from China, or they wouldn't survive. China's 5-year plans explicitly state that goals aren't just for one period. They specify using strategies across the 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th plans, applying them long-term across many cycles. What I'm saying is there's a chance they'll use it for 5 years, 10 years, even up to 20 years. And if you want to know what happens when they use it across multiple plans, let me take you back to the solar cell issue. Because in the 10th plan, which was from 2001 to 2005, there was already a provision for supporting the use and research of solar cells. And in the 11th plan, from 2006 to 2010, there was the first plan that wrote about solar, photovoltaic, or PV, clearly. It was the first plan, the 11th one, that concretely planned the solar industrial system. And in the 12th plan, which was from 2011 to 2015, China classified new energy as one of the strategic emerging industries and set a path for the development of the solar cell industry directly. The consequence was that by the end of the 12th plan, ending in 2015 and moving into 2016, that was the last year that Germany, which used to be the world leader in solar panel production and held the #1 spot, held that throne. It was the very last year, 2016, because after that, China made the price of solar panels drop significantly, almost 90%. The price of glass plummeted, the price of steel plummeted, and German factories couldn't survive these numbers. What happened was they had to gradually close down their factories, which is why today, solar panels, 80% of solar cells in the world are produced in China. And yes, other products too, whether it's EV batteries, which have been recorded since 2001 in the 10th Economic Development Plan, and what followed was, what? Today, half of the world's EV batteries are produced in China. And if it's a battery-ion battery, lithium, 80% are produced in China. What does that mean? It means that today, even if you don't buy a Chinese brand EV, there is a high possibility that the battery or the technology inside comes from China. Anyway, and China, what have they recorded in their economic development plan? They didn't specifically target just the Western nations. They do it to neighboring countries too. For example, previously, South Korea was the world's leader in shipbuilding. They used to have nearly 50% of the world's shipbuilding orders. But as soon as China included shipbuilding in their economic development plan, it caused 2024 to see 70% of the world's shipbuilding orders go to China. And this is a very profound strategy, both in terms of trade and military. China, because whoever wants to trade goods by sea has to rely on China. Whoever wants to fight a war and needs ships has to rely on China. If you want to see more details on this, you can watch the video on Chinese ships. Or take industries that people once thought were firmly held by the Western world and would never fall into anyone else's hands, such as the aerospace industry, manufacturing airplanes. The West has monopolized it for a long time, whether it's Boeing from America or Airbus from Europe. And why? Because the aerospace industry is an industry that requires deep expertise over a long period of time to be able to produce airplanes that are safe and reliable. Plus, there's all that documentation and certification stuff. Wow, it's just massive. So people thought, hey, there's no way the aerospace industry could ever slip out of the West's hands. But in the end, China included aerospace in its 12th five-year economic development plan, and now China has the C919, specifically intended to compete with the best-selling models from Airbus and Boeing. Sai, reading through China's economic development plans and studying several previous ones, it made me, Sai, I really feel like I want to call China's economic development plan a magic spell. Because the very moment any industry name is officially recorded in this economic development plan, a chain reaction occurs. If not immediately, it definitely follows. And the scale of it is huge every single time, too. But I have to say, this magic spell scroll doesn't just have a bright side, it has a dark side, too. Sometimes it can even cast darkness on itself. Does anyone remember the issue of China's local government debt? China's local debt is worth 23 trillion US dollars, which is said to be hidden local government debt because it's debt that the Chinese central government didn't borrow. The borrowers are the local governments of each province. Look at this map. This is all of China. The provinces in red are those with local debt exceeding 120% of that province's GDP. We can see that more than half have debt exceeding 120% of their respective provincial GDPs, and this reckless borrowing by each province also stems from data in China's economic development plan, which I've talked about China's debt in detail once before in this video about Chinese debt. But today, I'm going to dive deeper into how the debt resulting from that line in the economic development plan caused local governments to borrow recklessly to support the EV industry, to the point where there was a period when everyone was saying, hey, go compete in. Competing with Chinese companies is impossible. Like Chinese EVs, for example, they don't make revenue from selling cars. They don't make revenue from sales figures. The real main revenue comes from local government subsidies. These are all facts, and it's a fact that didn't build a good foundation for those EV companies either. Because honestly, any company, is that actually so? Grows up on subsidies without building a solid foundation, with poor sales and inferior technology compared to others lacking better service than peers, or anything like that, but doing well because someone is giving them money. In the end, that business won't survive. It's impossible for anyone to have enough money to keep pumping into a business like that forever. Eventually, the capital will run out, even if they borrowed it. That's why 2025 is going to be in the red. The bubble will burst and Chinese EV companies will line up to go bankrupt, one after another. How? China's five-year plan. Once it's in the plan, it happens. As soon as it was included in the plan, the moment it officially specified the name of a particular industry, it truly made that industry shine. And that radiant shine became a beacon for everyone involved in the sector. It's like an aura in a game where everyone sees it and goes, hey, this must be the big winner for sure. This will make banks willing to grant loans to those industries more easier and faster. And the next thing is it will make suppliers like, hey, anyone who is a supplier related to the supply chain, increase their production capacity, and it will cause capital to flow into that industry rapidly. And importantly, it's about the local government of China because mayors of each province are not elected, but appointed. And if anyone can achieve good numbers, can push capital into industries according to the economic development plan, can attract factories that are related to the economic development plan, you will have a chance to move up, right? You can move from a small province to a larger one, or be able to make it all the way to Beijing, something like that. So the result is something like that. So the result is that there are dozens of provinces competing by bidding and pouring money in, whether it's providing free land or long-term tax exemptions, until finally it ends up with massive capital from local government loans poured into the EV industry, reaching as high as 23 million US dollars. Because if we're talking about the dark side of China's economic development plan, another example is BYD. Even though they are the #1 company in the world now, this is a very clear example of the day that China's economic development plan specified that they must support companies like BYD. D was like receiving a magic wish, with both financial support and power from the government in abundance. But on the day the economic development plan changed direction, they stopped supporting BYD. The subsidies they received were suddenly cut off. If BYD wasn't truly strong, even though they've already become the #1 company in the world, I mean, #1 in EVs, they might not have survived, but BYD will probably be fine. If anyone wants to see the full details, you can watch the video BYD, The End of Miracles. Or not. These two examples, both the debt incurred in local provinces and BYD having its funding plug pulled, are examples showing that, hey, China's economic development plan isn't just all good sides or filled with magical, like magic, you know? It's actually quite a serious issue. The government can order who gets to live and who gets to die, how much profit you must make, you can't make more than this amount, you must hit the sales target. No matter how big or wealthy a company is in China, it still remains under the authority of the Chinese government, day in and day out. But it cannot be denied that China's 5-year economic development plan, when it works well, it can completely transform the face of countries that were once devastated losers, time and time again. So before we go, let's take a moment to reflect on that. Get into what's in China's 15th 5-year plan, which I know some of you have been listening since the start of the video and are already complaining, like, when are you going to tell us already, right? There's already 1, 2, 3 people complaining. Calm down, I'll tell you for sure. But I want to invite you to think first that, hey, all the things that everyone can see, right? That China's economic development plan has made giants fall apart to this extent already, and China didn't even keep it a secret either. Why don't other nations, especially the major Western powers, do the same? Why? Can't they do it? Why doesn't America make a 5-year plan to compete with China? Can they do it? Wouldn't be that hard, right? The government just signs checks, provides funding, tariffs, public procurement, regulations, or policies to support industries directly. China's plans aren't secret, so shouldn't they be able to fight back, my friend? And if you ask if they can fight back, answer is it's difficult. It's difficult in that there are 3 combined difficulties. First is scale. Even for America, the scale doesn't compare to China either. Second is coordination. Third is continuity. Countries governed by democratic systems cannot have the continuity to compete with China. It's impossible. For example, in 2022, Joe Biden passed a law called the ICAR, Inflation Reduction Act, which is pouring hundreds of billions of US dollars to build a clean energy industry. After that, 3 years later, Donald Trump took office and came. Signing to dismantle Biden's policies is just like Thailand, where every new prime minister resets the agenda, killing continuity. Contrast that with China's consistent, long-term 5-year economic plans. Everything is connected together and absolutely nothing can override it. Elections, on the other hand, are a different matter, cannot override it either. This makes many Chinese entrepreneurs, or perhaps China investors, can make long-term bets as policies and goals are stable. The path forward for our nation is clear, and our commitment to reform is unwavering, which stands in stark contrast to many other countries that are unfortunately distracted by the constant pressure of short-term election cycles. This sense of confidence and long-term predictability, from what I, Sai, have observed, is truly the foundation of our future success. Have been following the economy for a long time. I know it's something investors have wanted for a long time, and many places don't provide it, but China does provide it, but actually you have to secretly trade it for something else too. Anyway, let's get back to the 15th 5-year plan that everyone is waiting for. When are you going to talk about it, right? Here it is. I'm going to talk about it now. The heart of the 5-year plan, of the 15th 5-year plan of China, is to transform China from being the world's manufacturing hub into a true technology leader that can fully control its own complex supply chain. It is, quite frankly, a necessary evolution for the company to remain competitive in this market. Divided into 3 major layers, but in this video, we will talk about 2. The first layer discusses 6 key emerging industries. The first is semiconductors and integrated circuits. This includes advanced chips, chip manufacturing machinery, materials, and chip design software. The intention is to not rely on others, whether it's the US, the Netherlands, South Korea, Taiwan, or to rely on them as little as possible. Tradable. Second, aviation and aerospace. China has domestically produced passenger aircraft, as I mentioned, the C919, and they are also working on aircraft engines. Like, you see, they've already started, right? China is focusing on rockets and satellites. China, they have a space program called the Chang'e program, named after the Chinese moon goddess. For those who don't know it yet, you can check out this video that Zhuang Yan made. They did it too. One of the objectives is to transport the masses into space because they have explicitly written that they are going to do commercial space as well, which means commercial space business. Think about it. If it were SpaceX, it would probably be in a Western style, like a Hollywood Avenger movie. If it's China, maybe it's more like a celestial deity vibe or something. Anyway, back to it. A little embarrassed. Let's keep going. 3 is the medical field, biomedicine. Whether it's biopharmaceuticals, innovative drugs, genetic technology, or high-end medical devices, this could be the hope for an elixir of life that lasts 10,000 years. 10,000 years from China? Maybe? Just kidding. Number 4, the low-altitude economy, which means drones, flying taxis. If flying taxis or drones like that become super successful, they might disrupt the delivery rider profession job right now. 5 is the system of new forms of energy storage, new energy storage. 6 is intelligent humanoid robots, right? Which recently intelligent robots. Recently, UBTech started producing realistic girlfriend robots, customizable to any look you want. The most expensive one I saw was $5 million. The second layer involves 6 future industries: quantum technology, biomanufacturing, and green hydrogen. Nuclear fusion energy, which includes green hydrogen and nuclear fusion energy technology and things like that. And there's brain-computer interface, which will be a system connecting the brain to a compute, tech and medical devices, equipment controlled by brain signals, and the 6th one is 6G. As for the industries that are not yet being abandoned, traditional industries that China will continue include mining and metals, petroleum and chemicals, shipbuilding machinery. I've already said this is China's military strategy. Textiles and light industry, construction, industrial mold machinery, basic components, advanced material, ALS, and measuring instruments. Looking at the data in this section, if you're someone who is good at looking at individual stocks, trying to find a match, helped out of it. Because here, Money Monster, we've been reading the economic development plans. If anyone is good at individual stocks, please help match them up for me. I, Sai, will be waiting to see it, so tag me too. Thanks. Come on, it's not over yet. There are other interesting points in the plan. It's not just about the economy. There's also the matter of political stance, which is also written in the economic development plan as, well, like how we've seen like Donald Trump announcing trade tariffs against China and so much more. But when the time came, President Xi Jinping was willing to meet with President Donald Trump. He brought an entourage of business tycoons. They met, shook hands, and talked. It's written in China's economic development plan that amidst the growing instability and the global landscape, China remains committed to its promise of openness and engagement with the world, rather than withdrawal. This is a fundamental aspect of its national development. Basically, China is focused on creating economic opportunities and making money, rather than playing politics. Whatever can help generate wealth, China will do it. And that's it. Another interesting thing included in this plan is also about the environment. The Ecological and Environmental Code, called Code, Ecological and Environmental Code, it is actively building a very strong legal foundation for the future that is sustainable by creating a balance between humans and nature. The plan explicitly states that the goal is for the country to have the fastest forest resource growth in the world. Some countries are still busy cutting down trees. Reading this part was truly impressive. It is the heart of this law. The key is to be deeply rooted in a people-centered development philosophy. This law guarantees access to clean air, uncontaminated soil, and safe water sources for their 1.4 billion people. It's a law that guarantees its citizens will live in a country with an environment that is not polluted. It's really important. Our channel has always been covering environmental issues too, because humans can't survive if the planet can't. Another thing China places importance on is soft power. As we can see, people are hooked on shows like General's Lady, and there are so many more like this because China places importance on this. In this plan, it's written that even though economic growth and innovation are at the heart of China's current agenda, progress and culture are also pillars of China's developments and progress for the next 5 years as well. China believes that a divided culture is the foundation of a weak society, so it must pursue progress in both material and cultural ethical aspects in a coordinated manner. You can see that China places great importance on the digital space, supporting it. Wow, Chinese live streaming is the most spectacular in the world right now. They didn't even write it in the plan. It's just shifting from being just viewers to becoming creators. And they even have KPIs for this part too. China wrote it. Write down that this will be proven in 5 years. Whether promoting culture and promoting people in China will be able to increase confidence in China in another 5 years. Let's wait and see. And the last thing that I think is interesting to talk about in this clip is the issue of inequality. In this plan, they even wrote about creating another 10 million jobs, positions over these 5 years to reduce inequality in the country. We must try, because when inequality increases, it causes trust to decline and leads to greater cultural division. It is deeply linked to social harmony, and its erosion affects us all. Weakening, which is something we, living in Thailand, well, at this age, everyone has experience with inequality, making us cultural division and weaken social harmony. But I'd say that erasing inequality from a country that has frequent elections is difficult, because every election uses a massive amount of capital. A massive amount. That really means massive. And where does that massive capital come from? From capitalists. And once politicians who receive money from capitalists win the election and get in, they are obligated to provide benefits to the capitalists who gave them money. Otherwise, they won't get it next time. So this is a factor that makes countries that still have short-term election cycles, still have strong capitalist systems, and inequality is growing into the middle of society, and it's still that strong. Wait, are we still talking about the Economic Development Plan? Yes, we are. And what I've shared in this clip is really just a tiny part of the overall Economic Development Plan for China. I read it and I felt like it was so sleepy. I want everyone to have a shared experience. This clip wasn't intended to make people understand the entire Economic Development Plan, the 15th edition. I made this clip with the intention of making everyone want to read the Economic Development Plan, the 15th edition, for themselves. Because if once read, we'll never see this world the same way again. If you want to understand how the Chinese economy operates, this book helps. And if you want to go back and read others, editions for this, you can try looking for them on the internet. Honestly, it's really not that hard. The files in Chinese are already available for everyone to download right now. But if you are looking for the Thai version that Sai's team used AI to translate, it's simple and exclusive for members only. For those of you who have read it, or maybe even fallen asleep, let us know in the comments below. I know this video is quite long. Thanks for watching, and a huge thanks to the editor for cutting it all together. Thank you so much.